this is Julia, and we are going to talk about boundaries, personal boundaries. I want to start out by saying that everything that we do on this channel is positive. So when I talk about boundaries, I'm not talking about saying no to everyone. I'm not talking about putting up harsh standards or harsh rules. But I like to think about boundaries as a velvet rope around my life. A velvet rope around my life. Because first off, I want you always to think of your life as a treasure, as something that's special, something that's exclusive, something that only you get to fully guide. And the things that you let into your life are the things that you want to welcome into your life and are aligned with who you are and where you're going. And the things that you choose to put outside the velvet rope are those opportunities, those demands, those people, those situations that are not aligned with who you are and where you're going. So when we begin to think about our boundaries as a velvet rope, we see they're flexible, that they don't have to be harsh, that they're protective, and they're not obnoxious in any way. So you go to a club or you go to an event and there's a velvet rope. We all know what it means. It means this side is for these people and that side's for those people. And the people inside the velvet rope are the ones that are welcomed in, the ones that are aligned and are called and are supposed to be there. And the ones outside the velvet rope, it's just not for them. Simple as that. And so when you think about your life as, okay, I have a velvet rope around my life, then it's a question of choice. What do I want inside my life? What do I not want inside my life? Who do I want to be part of my inner circle? And who do I not want to be part of my inner circle? What experiences do I want to include in my life? What experiences do I not want to include? And the beautiful thing about a velvet rope is you can disconnect it and let people in or let people out, let experiences in, let experiences out, and then reconnect it. So it has a fluidity and a gentleness that is necessary to be a fully whole person, and it's still a visible boundary. So let's talk about where I might put a velvet rope or where you might put a velvet rope around your life. And the first subject is time. Time, because time is your most precious commodity. It is your most expensive commodity, and it is irreplaceable. Your time is gold. And I don't care who you are, if you're a CEO of a company, or you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're a student, or you're a high school student, your time is gold. You're only given a certain amount of time in this world. Your time is gold. So, first rule is that no one has the right to your time just because they think they have the right to your time. You give your time to people. So time is the first thing that we put that velvet rope around. And as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as a woman, just as a person, I need to first know, okay, where do I want to spend my time? Where do I sort of am open to experiences that might be better than I think they are? And what are the complete time sucks? The time sucks The things that just make your time float out the window, those things are always on the other side of the velvet rope. Always. So how do we communicate the velvet rope? First, we're really clear with ourselves. So we write down, these are the things I want to spend time on. So for me, it's my family, my business, myself, and my very, very, very close set of friends. Those are the people that are going to get the lion's share of my time. We're going to start with me because everything starts with you. So what do you need time for? For me, it's I need time daily to exercise. I need time daily to journal, have my quiet time as I call it, and I need time to take care of myself. So that's automatically 2 hours of my day that are taken up, whether it's working out, preparing healthy food for myself, doing my skincare routine, doing my bedtime routine, just having a little mental downtime to meditate and to get centered. So nothing touches those times. And for me, that time comes early in the morning. So I wake up before everybody else, and it comes right before bedtime. Those are areas that people can't interfere in, particularly the early morning. So don't ask me to take a 5 a.m. flight. I will have my first meeting or my first get together no earlier than 7, because the hours before then are me time, are necessary me time. It's not an indulgence, it's a necessity, because it makes me better for myself and it makes me better for the rest of the world. So we start there, and then we go to our family, whatever that family might be. It might be a family of your conscious choice. It might be, so when I say a family of your conscious choice, there have been times in my life where my family is my chosen family. Those are my super close friends or my roommates or that type of thing. Decide how much time goes there. This is a very prickly area because there are people who are your family that perhaps they don't really deserve your time, or perhaps they eat up your time, or they suck your energy out. For those people and time with them, that velvet rope is going to let them in and out. And for some cases, it will just totally keep them out. Toxic people, even when they're members of your family, are on the other side of the rope. If you can't get rid of them because it's your mom, your father, your brother, your sister, something like that, then they go in and out. But you just limit the amount of time that you spend with them. So then you allocate, okay, I have this much time for family, and I have this much time for work, and I have this much time left over. Where am I going to allocate that? And to be very conscious about it. So that's velvet rope number 1. The second velvet rope that we're going to talk about is near and dear to my heart, and that's what do I let inside my own body and my own energy. And here, the key to this is realizing that you are sacred. It's as simple as that. That you are sacred, that you are this amazing organism that is sacred, that is divine, that is, the expression of God on earth, or however you think of it, the expression of the universe, wisdom, however you think of it. So then the velvet rope belongs to what you allow in your body and how you allow your body to be treated. And for me, this is, I don't allow anything in my body that's going to make me feel bad. So for me, it's whole foods. It's lots of vegetables, some fruit, very, very little sugar, very few carbohydrates, and only the highest quality protein. For me, that means that I only use clean skin products, lots of oils, lots of natural items. For me, it means that I don't over-medicate. For me, it means that I'm very careful what I put in my body. So for you, you come up with that. There will be some things that you're like, no, it's not worth me. It's that food that like you eat it and you feel horrible afterwards. No, velvet rope goes there. You're outside. It can also be people. There are people that are vampires that just suck your energy away. Those people, they don't get into your inner energy field. The velvet rope limits their time, or you energetically put up a shield. So you protect yourself that way. The other thing is relationships. You protect yourself in who you have a relationship with and how close you are with that person. Because the people you are in relation with, they affect your drive, they affect how you feel about yourself, they affect what you think you're capable of, they affect your inner dialogue, they affect your peace of mind. People who interrupt that go outside the velvet rope. And lastly, your inner chatter. There's a velvet rope inside here too. And so certain words you just never say to yourself. You wouldn't say it to a friend. Those words are outside the velvet rope. I only want to hear you say to yourself wonderful things. Things that make you feel good. Things that make you feel encouraged. Things that make you feel happy. That make you feel confident. So none of this of, oh, I did this again. Or, oh, I can never learn this. Instead, it's, I can do this. I can learn this. I can try again. I'm worth the effort. Or I may not be very good at this right now, but I'm going to get better at this. I use this with running. So I recently started running again. And I don't consider myself a runner. And so I have to be very careful about my mental talk. It has to be, I can do this. It has to be, okay, it's going to be a 5-minute run today that doesn't get stopped by walking. You can do it. I know you can. I know you can. If I didn't have that velvet rope, I'd be saying, oh, I'm not so sure about this. I think you're going to have to walk after the first 3 minutes. No. Velvet rope means I don't say that. One thing is money. I, for a long time, didn't deal with money. And now I deal with money. And I think my knee-jerk reaction is to be like, you don't know what you're doing. But I have this velvet rope now. And so what I say to myself is, I'm really good at handling money. I'm really good at handling money. I'm really good at handling money. And you know, the more I say that, the more that's true. And the more I see evidence that it's true. So just as a little recap here, your velvet rope. You have boundaries around your life, mainly around your time, yourself, and in your mind. That velvet rope allows what's good for you, what's aligned with you, what makes you feel good inside. And everything else is outside the velvet rope. It's flexible, so you can change what you want in and what you want out. That's what you get to do. It's your life. And you can open it to let things and people in or out. So I encourage you to just spend a few moments and think about, okay, draw a circle of your velvet rope, put you inside, your sacred self inside, and just write down all the things that can be within your velvet rope. And then write down all the things that are outside your velvet rope. And next time someone asks you, oh, do you want to go for coffee? You look at this and you're like, oh, you're outside the velvet rope. I don't have time. How about a conversation over the phone? Or simply, I don't have time. That's okay too. Or if it's words of discouragement or outside the velvet rope, next time I tell myself, gee, you just really didn't do well there. I say, no, you did really well. You did your best. Let's see how next time we can make it even better. So please join us again on The Jolie Life. Tell people about the channel, subscribe to the channel, come to the Jolie Cafe, tell us what you like, tell me what you want to dive into what interests you, what questions you have. And I look forward to seeing you again.